here's another card for my Easter 2019 card series. This one's going to be kind of cool, actually. A long time ago, I bought some 12 by 12 acetate sheets. This one here, I actually cut one out here, and I got them off Amazon. They're around 13 bucks, I think, for 25 sheets. So if you need a project where you need 12 by 12 acetate sheets, Amazon's the place to go. So we're actually going to be using some Staz ink on this acetate, and also some blending brushes, I guess you can call them. They're really pretty cool, and I'll show you exactly how to use those. First, I want to do a stamp. And this one says Easter Joy, and it is from Studio G. I'm going to put the Easter Joy stamp right down there on the bottom. First, I'm going to use my Stampendous. Yep, the Stampendous again. It's an oldie but goodie. Just going to ink up my stamp here. And I'm going to line that up. Snug as a bug. Stamp down. Good to go. I don't need to push so hard stamping. I don't know why I did that. Then I'm going to be putting this on top of here. That's an A2 size card. And I want it to go all the way down here to this corner. Make sure that I'm in camera here. I just noticed I'm not. Goodness, my allergies. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there and line that up. It's always good to have a piece of tape to hold your paper down if you want to use one of these, but I think I'll be okay. I want it to go down even more. If you have wood blocked stamps, this is a must-have, this Stampendous, because it does not fit in the Misty or any other type of platform deal. I'm looking at that, and it is going off of the paper, so let's try this again. I'm going to bring it up a little bit, make sure it's even. Okay, good. Stamp and go. All right, next step. Put all this away. Now we're going to stamp on the acetate. I'm going to cut the acetate first so that it's the size of an A2 size card. This tissue back behind here is just so that you can see through it, because you can't see through my pad here. Alrighty, let's go this way. And we're going to do this way. This one's going to be 4 1/4. I'm making it exact size of the card. By 5 1/2. Nice. Bring this tissue back in here. This paper is from this Stampin' Up! 6x6 pad called Have a Cuppa. I have a friend that we always say that to each other, have a cuppa cuppa. There's the beautiful paper that's inside of it. Alright, I'm not going to put this on here yet. Alright, so this is the stamp that I'm going to be using. This is a Stampendous cling rubber stamp. It's going to work better on the Misty. Oh, did you see that? I almost, my camera is like zoomed all the way in. I don't know what I was saying. Alright, so let's take this off. Now you're going to want to use the Staz ink. This is actually not coming off. I don't know if it's because it's old, but we'll just leave that on. Hopefully it'll work. Your Staz ink, be sure not to throw that cover away if you buy any of that, because it will dry out. And the Staz ink is what works best for the acetate, or it will smear. So I'm going to bring this around, try to line it up. Now I know that it's going to cover my stamp up a little bit, and I'm not bugged by that. Okay. Pushing that down. You wouldn't have to use a Misty in this case, but unless, in case it didn't stamp right, then, you know, you can always go over it. But it did. All right, very cool. That worked out. I'm so excited. All right, let's take this off, get it back on the tissue so you can see it, and then we'll start using our blend brushes. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is use some purple. As you can see, that is missing, which I was being hypocritical there, wasn't I? But I have no idea. I don't think I have thrown it away, but that's the way it is. I want to make sure I'm getting the right blending pins. There's my blue. All right. So I'm just going to rub the tip of my blending paintbrush here, and I'm going to start coloring. And it's not like a thick layer, which is good. This is exactly what I was looking for. And you do see some stroke marks, which is perfect. I mean, if you want something more solid, you probably want to use something else. Now you see how when I'm painting over this, it is not smearing the StazOn. The StazOn is already dry. Okay, that's one. Now I can even go back in and give it a little bit of you know, design and texture to it. And I'm going to do this one in that purple as well. I do want to try to stay inside the lines here, the stamped lines. I can even do one a little bit lighter. Give it a little bit of shadowing if I want. I wish that I had more colors of the StazOn. I really thought I did. I haven't used this type of ink in a super long time. All right, so I'm going to cover that up. Then I'm going to come in here with some archival ink. I wasn't sure if that was going to work, but I tested it before, and it definitely does. So let's put some yellow in here. It's not as prominent as the StazOn, but yellow is a faint color anyway, so that's okay. Let's do this one yellow as well. All right. Now the other color that I have is the blue. I did remember to keep the plastic for that one. Shotzi, stop. She's been so nervous today. Okay, put some blue in here. Again, look how that's not smearing at all. I love this blue. It's not like a navy, and it's not really a teal, but it's turning out to be a real light pretty blue. Now with the acetate, it gets tricky as far as how you're going to adhere it to the actual paper, which we will cross that bridge when we get there. I'm also going to do a green flower. Looks like I lost the plastic on that one too. It does work though. That one's just going to go in the background. Now I can go in and I can put a little bit of green on the middle of each one of these. Like so. We are done coloring. All right, now let's put this on top of here. Look at that. How cute is that? And we'll glue this on. For some reason that looks a lot bigger than the card, but no, I guess not. Look at the back of that paper. Is that adorable? Little coffee pots and stuff. That is the same exact size as the card, as you can see. Okay. Now, this is going to go on top of this. You cannot use glue or anything like that because you'll be able to see it. So I'm going to do a little trick. Let me grab my brads. Okay, so I turned the camera off to go get the brads, and I have a confession to make. I laid down that one layer that we just colored, and it definitely went well over the stamping here, and I didn't like that, so I did another one. So we'll find something to do with that one. That one just looks so much better. All right, so let me get my poker here. I'm just not very prepared. All right, and we're going to make the holes for the brads. And the brads are what's going to hold the acetate on here, and I'm just going to eyeball this. Just want to make sure this is all even. Down here in this corner as well. I have these white brads. I got a bunch of brads at Oriental Trading. I'm going to use the tiny ones. They're just really for holding it on. You'll see them. So there's, you know, some decorative idea to this, but so yeah, this was a lot of fun doing this acetate painting, coloring, whatever you would call it. Just open that there. Now, if you're weird about, you know, have these showing, you can actually put another white layer in there if you would like to do that. I'm not going to do that in this video, but I probably will do that. Just opening up the brad there, or at least trying to. And one more tiny one. Now this is a We Are Memories Keeper piercing mat. It's upside down. Oh, there goes a brad that I use. It's what a great tool, if you want to call it a tool thing. It's a great thing. Open that up too. So let me just quickly give you an idea what I'm talking about. So you would cut this exactly the same size as this so that you would cover up your brads if you so desire. You can also put pattern paper in there as well. All right, everybody, a little different. It was a lot of fun to make it. Have any questions or comments, please do so in the comment section, and we'll talk to you later.